So what we're actually going to do now is actually discuss the particular situation. We had actually touched on skin as well. I mean, that was a very good program where we spoke about the integumentary system. So today we're going to talk about pain. You know, everybody always has some situation with pain, some situation with, you know, a number of things taking place. So, of course, our objective is to really help you understand what causes pain. And of course, we know the root cause of pain is what? Inflammation. Inflammation. So, you know, as it relates to inflammatory response, we know it is vitally important that you reduce the inflammation in the body. So, you know, it's a matter of understanding the base or the root cause of pain, as I said, which is inflammation. So the question is, how do we reduce inflammation naturally? And that's some of the things that we're going to speak about. Let me say a pleasant good morning to our social media followers. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. On YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. And of course, I'm going to give you our telephone numbers and locations in a bit. The Chaguanas office, our office at Davie, St. James, as well as Tobago. So as it relates to inflammation, inflammation is a natural response in the body. However, inflammation becomes problematic when it actually causes issues with high levels of inflammation. So it's normal to have inflammation in the body. The problem is when you have excessive inflammation, right? And with excessive inflammation, it creates an environment that is conducive to disease. So those of you with problems, you'll have problems with your back. They'll tell you have herniated disc, you have diabetes, you have swelling in your knees, you have swelling in your ankles, you may have arthritis. You might go to a doctor and the doctor say, listen, you have arthritis. But what you have to understand is the root cause or the aspect of this particular situation has to do with inflammatory response. Now, there's a product that we did at Batson Associates that is referred to as inflammation formula. I'm going to talk about it. The situation so is primarily actually has the 1 teaspoon first thing in the morning and in 8 ounces of water and the last thing in the night. Now, the advantage with using that product is that it actually has something in it known as anthocyanins. And anthocyanins are just a big scientific word to mean that it actually helps to reduce oxidative stress and create or add antioxidants to the body. So keep that in mind. You know, you always hear people talking about oxidation, antioxidants. So, for example, you'll hear this speaking about things like this thing, like vitamin C, for example. Vitamin C is a very popular natural antioxidant. It helps to reduce oxidative stress in the body. So what the inflammation formula does, it does it on a broader scale as it relates to inflammation. So the type of persons who would get some level of relief from this would be persons who have problems with circulation. So if you have problems with pins and needles, cramping in your calves, burning on their feet, you're going to get help with that. If you have issues with a lot of headaches, the inflammation formula can also help you with that situation as well. Because remember, regardless of the disease or the ailment that you have, so when it, let's say, for example, is diabetes. Diabetes is very popular in Trinidad. It is something that affects a number of persons. How could inflammation formula help your blood sugar? Well, actually, what it's going to do is actually help in making your body more tolerant to glucose, in the sense that it actually makes the receptor cells more malleable, for whatever better expression, to actually be able to help in reducing your blood glucose levels. So that's going to help somebody who has diabetes. How would it help someone who has excruciating pain? You know, we treat a lot of persons with different different types of arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis, of course, we know is one of the worst forms of arthritis. It is very debilitating. And you know, we have our clients who have gotten excellent results with that significant reduction in pain. It has helped them significantly as it relates to even problems with the building or rebuilding of cartilage. So a lot of you who may have had problems with bones, rubbing on bones, that is a product that could also help you. So, you know, feel free to give us a call. Of course, we're going to go over to Karen now to entertain your questions. Keep in mind that it is an open forum, so we'll try our best to answer as much of your questions as possible. Karen?
All right, so we have some questions coming in for you. First one, is there a fee for consulting? What's that? How do we make an appointment?
Yes, there is a fee for consultation. And of course, when you call the office, they will provide you what is that consultation fee. We also have a very, very excellent package that we have kicked off, which is a pensioner package, because, you know, we have a lot of persons who's telling us, you know, that they're pensioners, and, you know, when he's a pensioner, he's a pensioner. So we actually made it where we actually covered a number of things as regards to looking at your blood pressure, blood sugar, your cholesterol, and also your alive nutritional blood cell analysis and a food detox. Watch me. So, you know, we're making sure to treat you all very good. And it's an excellent price. It is more than 60% off of what you would have been getting from the original price. But it didn't even include all those things. So, you know, it's a great add-on for that there. So feel free to give us a call. Let me give you those numbers quickly. The Chaguanas number is 222. That's 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe, that number is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is 220-8113. And Tobago, of course, is 226-4553. Over to you, Karen.
Okay. Another question, we're talking about pain. So this is from a 66-year-old female, no hypertension, no diabetes, but now experiencing pain around. She's wondering, as you mentioned, inflammation. She's also asking, could this also be related to diet, if she's probably lacking some kind of nutrient?
Just tell me what she said she's experiencing. Swelling?
A lot of pain around the hip.
Did she give her age?
66.
66. Okay. Well, the thing with women.
No hypertension, no diabetes.
Okay. What you have to understand, women who are either premenopause, menopausal, or postmenopausal, as a result of that, you can have problems where you actually lose minerals. Now, your bones are comprised primarily of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus in the form of what? Calcium phosphate. So the thing is, if you have an acidic situation, what happens is that it ends up moving or actually leaching calcium from the bone. You could have osteoarthritis, and you could also have rheumatoid arthritis. So you could have a combination. So one of the things that we need to do, your diet could contribute. So you need to stop drink certain things, reduce your sugar intake, reduce things like coffee, reduce any excess acid in the body. So look at your meat intake. So example, more fish as opposed to those other type of things. As opposed to things like beef and pork and those type of things, right? Try and take that out of the diet. And from the perspective now, hydration is very important. A lot of persons have gotten some very good results with that, simply because it has the ability to remove a lot of toxins from the body. Okay, so close attention to. You could give us a call. You could set up an appointment. Saturday, please God, we have our open clinic day in our Chaguanas office, so you could actually take advantage of that. We also have open clinic day in St. James tomorrow. Consultants, Mr. Rene Bastamante, so you could also take advantage of that, right? So those telephone numbers again are 222-8261. That's for the Chaguanas office, 222-8261, as well as Debe is the corner of Ramsey Mooch Trace and the SSE Main Road in Debe. That telephone number is 223-7515. Again, 223-7515. Over to you, Karen.
All right, another question for you, and it's related to skin issues. What can you recommend to get rid of LOTA?
Lota, man. Well, Lota is an indication of some aspect of fungal infection in the body. The thing is, it could be also an indication of some level of candida, things like Lota, dandruff. If you find your hair falling off, all those type of things. I mean, it's an indication of some level of pathogens in the body. You have 7 channels of elimination: kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. So one of the things you need to take into consideration is, the Santulan, because Santulan is a 7-channel detox that just does that. It cleans and detoxifies all those aspects of detoxification of the body, and that could assist. What you do with Lota, your treatment protocol has to be long enough to get rid of all those eggs, because you have to remember, all living organisms have life cycles, right? So most of them, their life cycles may be like, let's say 30 days, 60 days, 12 days. So you must do the treatment protocol to cover the entire life cycle, because they would have laid eggs. And that's the problem with a lot of need. Yeah, the current face on it. Not the eggs that it is boil or poach. Not those eggs, right? Eggs that actually going to cause serious problems with fungus. If you're looking and you have ridges on your fingernails, that's also a sign of that. If you see problems with fungus in your toes, or you have dandruff, you see dandruff and scalp problems, is a serious indication of gastrointestinal, liver, and kidney problems. So again, remember, one of the things we do at Batson Associates, it is a matter of dealing with the body from a natural and integrated perspective. So it means what you're actually doing is actually treating the body in its entirety and dealing with the body from the ground aspect or the base aspect. And that is what we do at Batson Associates. So go and get information on the pensioner package. Please be a pensioner. Don't call me 50. You know all is.
So now even if you look like a pensioner.
So if you can look like a pensioner, we might not tell you bring your ID card. But you know, I am so going to help a lot of persons to actually improvement in health. Get information on our inflammation formula. You will not be sorry. We also have our omega-3 on special this month. A very good product that actually helps with a number of different aspects in the body. So that's something that you need to pay close attention to as well. Yes, Karen.
All right. Someone wants to know, when will Nerve Restore be available at the Chaguanas branch?
Oh, good. We will have Nerve Restore, should be available by Monday, please God. We will have for the branch in full stock Monday, please God. Let me say a pleasant good day to Miss Denise Al. She's asking, good morning. Do you see children? Yes, I do. Miss Heather Villafana says, I will recommend everyone to visit Batson Associates. You will not regret your money spent. You will surely see results. Blessing to you, Dr. Batson. Thank you so very much. Miss Lewis McKenna says, good morning, Dr. Batson. I am one of your patients. You gave me medication to take, and I am doing okay for the hour. I have to come back to get some more of the teas, and I drink, and I am back to work as of from today. Much thanks to you. Okay, so you see, our next satisfied client there. Any questions?
Yes, we do have questions for you. Is there anything we can use to get rid of dark circles under the eyes?
Yeah, the thing is right now it seems like I look like I have some, because I had some, I had a lot of reading that I'm doing recently. Yeah, this thing, yes, you could. I mean, rest is one thing that helps. More sleep. Nerve Restore, I think is a go-to product. Just recently somebody in my office was sharing recently yesterday. She was saying, Dr. Batson, listen to me, I have used so many products, but this particular Nerve Restore helped me so much with my sleep, with rest, and that kind of thing. And the product actually does. So, if there's a situation you have, the circulation around your eyes is very important. With the circulation tea that we usually carried, God's willing, we're actually waiting to get those in stock. That could actually help, because it helps with circulation in the body, or contributes to actually assisting that particular part of the body. So that's something that you need to pay very, very close attention to, and you can give us a call, and you would get some help in that situation.
Okay, so here's the question. Listeners, remember, you can WhatsApp the studio 299-4103. So how would you know it is a good time to do a stress test? Because this person is asking, They say they have moments of dizziness, or sometimes they feel faintish. Also, they spend a lot of time out in the sun. Blood pressure, however, is good. So how do you know when it's a good time to go and get a stress? Should he go and get a stress test?
Just repeat that again. Sorry, give me that again. The details.
Okay, so this person is experiencing dizziness. Sometimes he feels like he wants to faint, and he is him to be outside. He's asking if he should do a stress test. How would you know when it's a good time to do a stress test? His blood pressure is good.
I mean, well, the thing is, a stress test is always a good test to do. I mean, everybody would want to know how their heart works. I mean, so I don't have any aversion to where that is concerned. I will encourage something like that. The thing is, dizziness is usually an indication of poor circulation to the brain. One of the things we do at Batson Associates is something known as a magnetic resonance analysis scan. Now, that analysis scan actually is one where you're actually able to, using magnetic resonance, you're able to determine in blood circulation in the brain. So you're actually able to know how much circulation or how much blood is actually going to your brain. Because a lot of people who suffer with things from vertigo and problems with dizziness, lightheadedness, is because they actually have serious problems with not getting sufficient blood flow to the brain. Even persons who suffer from problems with their eyes, that is also a situation where you have an issue where you're not getting sufficient blood flow to the brain. Because remember, you don't see with your eyes, you know. Your eyes just basically receives a message, and that is what ensures sight. But proper circulation in the cerebral hemisphere is responsible for sight. So once you have in a dizziness situation, I would suggest you come and do the package that we have. When you do your blood analysis, your dry blood, your live blood, that actually helps us to look at biological terrain. So you'll see the condition of your liver, you'll know what is going on with your blood, you'll know what's going on with different aspects of the body. So we can now correct the situation from its root aspect. Okay.
Right, another question for you. Good morning, Dr. Batson. Faithful client here. Can a person suffering with rheumatoid arthritis do ionic foot baths at home, and how often?
Yes, they can. I would recommend that you do it once a week for a month, and then subsequent to that, do it once every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, so once a week.
So I don't know how much I don't know what they would have done before, but what I'm suggesting now, you could do one every week for a month, so there will be 4 most likely, and then subsequent to that, you do one every 2 weeks for maybe the next 2 months. Yeah.
All right, and another question: what do you recommend for insomnia?
Insomnia, get yourself a nerve restore. However, before you get yourself a nerve restore, I strongly suggest that you look at your hydration. So I would suggest alkaline water. If you're accustomed drinking your body weight divided by 2 in ounces for the last 2 months, then we do have a problem. If you're not doing that, I strongly suggest you start with the water and start drinking at least your body weight divided by 2 in ounces every day for a month. If you have been doing that, I would recommend you use the water, the advanced chlorophyll, and you can also use the nerve restore, as well as there's an omega that we have, an advanced omega, which is actually on special this week. It is reduced by 25%. Take advantage of that excellent product. We actually would take I'm forgetting what they call it, Shaki. As regards to the omega, yeah, asking Shaki in a big way earlier. I have no shame. What it is, pre-order. Yes, that is it. Pre-order, right? Because we have had a lot of persons, and you get some very good. I like that omega a lot. I find you get a lot of results with, and it actually helps musculoskeletal as much as circulatory system as well. So it's your water, chlorophyll, your nerve restore, and that omega, and you should get some great results with that.
Okay, here's a message for you. I believe all diseases are reversible, but can rheumatoid arthritis patients who are on methotrexate use thyroid formula at the same time?
If they can use thyroid formula?
At the same time?
Yes, they can.
Methotrexate?
Methotrexate, yeah. Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
They can. That's methotrexate. That's a drug for that they normally give people who have arthritis. Yes, you can. The thing is, because of the training that we have at Batson Associates, especially myself, people like Ms. Karishma Ramdan, Mr. Paul Green, Rene Bastamante, and others, drug interactions is something that we don't ever experience with our clients, simply because we are well trained and know what would give you drug interactions or not. And most of the times, once you know exactly and trained, we don't have those problems. So you can use thyroid formula together with methotrexate. You can even use it with prednisolone. This is not a problem. What you can also do, you can also look at your aspect as it relates to even with the eye drop. A lot of people ask with the eye optics formula, which is the eye drop that we have, that has helped so many persons in terms of how we deal with them. In terms of improving eyesight, things like bleeding behind the eyes, detached retina, those type of things. One of the things that you find with that is that you can actually use it with other eye drops. So you may be using Cosub, Zalatan, Alphagan, but we just guide you accordingly. So, instruction is given, proper instruction, proper advisement, and you're actually able to follow through on that and get the results that you need to get.
Okay. So 299-4103, do you have a question for Dr. Batson? What is Neurobene administered for?
What is, repeat that, sorry?
Neurobene.
Oh, that's something. Okay, so there's a product that they have. You have Neurobene 4, they have Neurobind 4 to their number. Those are primarily used, well, it's B vitamins. So it can be used for a number of things, energy, nerves. It's primarily recommended a lot of times for people who have problems with the nerve. So it's a good product. It's a good product. I personally have used it with clients and have seen them gotten very good results. Okay. Okay, so I know our time is coming close. Let me just say a pleasant good day to Miss Elizabeth Nandlal. She says, Doc, I cannot do without the eye drops. Miss Joan Williams wrote, she says, do you ever get taught of recordings your meeting with individuals in case of anything? That's an interesting question. We do it sometimes, but no, it's something to be considered. I know that there are cameras in the office because, we don't want anybody saying that. It's just a matter of protection for yourself and us. So it is something that could be considered. I mean, to ensure that we clarify everything and we make sure we give you the original. We keep a copy so that you have access to the information. Question?
Yeah, one question as we wrap up. Well, two really. One is asking for your contact information, but the other one is, I'm not sure if I missed it. How do we use the inflammation formula?
So inflammation formula is usually as one in the morning when you get up. So like maybe 30 minutes after you get up, you're going to drink it. An empty stomach. St. James office is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. That number is 220-8113. Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. That number is 226-4553. And as we always say at Batson Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. I'm going to continue for 5 minutes on our social media platform. And as we always say at Batson Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. To the listeners of 103.1 FM, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. May God bless you until next week. And Karen, enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. It's nice seeing you again.
Always good to see you too.
Yes,
all right, so we'll catch up very soon. Thank you so much. You've been listening to Dr. Jason Batson, Supporting Health Naturally, segment brought to you by Batson and Associates. That was a paid program. The views expressed within were not...
Good. So to our social media listeners, let me just answer Miss Jennifer Valentine's question. She was asking something. Where is the question, boy? She was asking something about rat urine. So let me say a pleasant good morning. So I'm going to just go through with everybody as quick as I can here. Ms. Jacqueline Rogers Blackman, she says, good morning, Dr. Batson Associates, viewers and listeners, blessings to all. Storm Clement Superville, she says, good morning, Dr. Batson. Good morning to you, my dear. Ms. Jacqueline Rogers Blackman, she says, love you all. Miss Annie Grant, good morning, Dr. Batson Associates. Have a blessed day. Miss Ramona Jackman, she says, good morning, Dr. Batson. Miss Catherine says, good morning. Miss Storm Clement Supervisor says, I visited and I got my water, my eye drops, and my nerve restore. Congratulations. I know you're going to start to feel better. Miss Lois McKenna, she says, good morning, Dr. Batson. Right, I'm one of your patients. You gave me medication to take and I'm doing okay for the hour. I have to come back to get some more teas and drink, and I am back out to work from today. Miss Pamela Moses, she says, good morning, Dr. Batson. Always a regular, Miss Hedda Villafana. I will recommend everyone to visit Dr. Batson Associates. You will not regret your money spent and you will surely see results. Blessings to you, Dr. Batson. So thank you so very much. And I so agree with that. Miss Naomi Valva says, what time does your Chaguanas branch open and close? That branch opens from 9 to 5, but it depends on the days. Usually someone is there from 8:30. And we usually, depending on some days, we go a bit later, but it's usually on a Wednesday or when we have extended clinic days. But it's usually Monday to Saturday from 9 to 5, okay? And that's up there. Ms. Jennifer Valentine says, good morning, Dr. Batson Associates, and to all those logged on. I am very pleased with your products, and I am getting wonderful results. You're very welcome, Ms. Valentine. Oh, also as well, guys, we have a new testimony that we have put on the page, so you can check that out on our. It will be on the page. Oh, it will be on the page. Okay, all right. Okay, so look out for a new testimony, which will be up in by today or by the end of the week, so you guys can look out for that. Miss Jacqueline Rogers, I said good morning to you. Miss Brenda Newton, morning, Dr. Batson. Your products are very good and doing wonders to the lives of many. Keep up the good work, and may God richly bless you. Thank you so very much. Okay, right. So much. Just now, Shakil, let me just get this question. This is what I was looking for. Right, Ms. Jennifer Valentine says, Doc, a question for someone in Trinidad. Someone is in hospital. It looks like rat urine pee. Oh, that's a. Yeah, yeah, well, rats. Right, good. Oh, Lord. Why is this giving me so much of problems to get it? Shakil, get back that next question. For some reason, I'm trying to address it with the mouse.
Okay, gonna get back.
Yeah. Aidan Mommy says, good morning, Dr. Batson. You have helped treat my polycystic ovarian syndrome. Thank you very much. You're very welcome, my dear. So you're hearing it for yourself, eh? People come and they get results. I don't play picture and have time to waste. You know, it's a matter of helping people get better and helping you guys get better quickly so that you could attain and achieve what else you need to attain and achieve in life. Okay, Miss Marge Hall says, good morning, Dr. Batson and all. Brenda Newton. I read that. She says, morning, Dr. Batson, your products are very good and doing wonders in the lives of many. Keep up the good work. You're rare. Across the screen. Right, good. So, Dr. Batson, for someone in Trinidad, someone is in the hospital, it looks like rat pee on something, the person is in the hospital. How do you deal with that? Okay, I understand what you're saying. That most likely that person has leptospirosis. So if you end up eating or consuming food, water, fluids, anything that rats may have urine on or defecated on, and that gets into your system, you can end up with something known as leptospirosis, which is a serious problem. I have helped persons on numerous occasions with that. It can be helped. Maybe you can let them get on to us or something, and I can make some recommendations. Call the office and let them know. Ms. Pamela Sukan says, good morning, Dr. Batson. What do you recommend for someone with high blood pressure? High blood pressure, I would recommend, first of all, the alkagen water. Your hydration is important. The problem with a lot of persons is that they do not drink enough water. So you need to try and get your water organized. That's very, very important. That's one. One of the things as well you need to make sure and organize too for yourself is in terms of hydration. So drinking sufficient water. We do carry a hypertension tea, a tea that actually helps in regulating blood pressure. We also carry the inflammation formula, and there's also a product we use called advanced chlorophyll. So it might sound like a lot, but it's not a lot, and it's very easy to use, and we could start working with you from that or with that. What I suggest, if your hypertension is really bad, then I suggest you come and do a consultation and maybe the blood analysis and the scan, so we can take a look at your circulatory system in general. Because the problem with a lot of persons, especially if you have chronic hypertension for years, you're usually in a situation where it is easy to end up with a stroke or some sort of cardiovascular accident, and that could cause a lot of problems. Okay, so that's something you need to pay very close attention to. Okay, yeah.
Elizabeth Dr. Can rheumatoid patients use ionic foot baths, and how often?
Yeah, that's what I answered. I answered that question a while ago. Okay. But I'll do it again. Basically, as I said, if they can do for the first, they can do 4 sessions for a month, 1 session a week. And then subsequent to that, they can do 1 every 2 weeks for the next 2 months, and then maybe take a rest. Because for detox spas do take out a lot out of you. They would take out some electrolytes, that type of thing. You know, contrary to popular belief, you know, where people talk a number of things, it removes acid and a lot of things. So it would actually help with that particular situation with persons who have problems with arthritis, pain, inflammatory response. So check out the inflammation formula, check out the eye optics formula, and all those great products that we carry at Batson and Associates. And of course, keep in mind we have our program this afternoon. This afternoon, where we would entertain the question. Okay, there are 3 questions that Shaki insists that I answer. So let me answer those questions before I leave. Go ahead.
One on the screen already.
Good morning. What treatment is available for fibroids? That is Ms. Allen. Ms. Allen, we carry a wide variety of products for fibroids. Depends on the size of the fibroid, the location of the fibroid. So I suggest that you at least do a consultation first, and we'll organize the suit.
That's that. For our international clients who have our products and need more information, they can contact our consultant at this number here.
Yes, so our international clients who may need to follow up, you need more information, you can call us on 1-868-366-0180. So again, for our international clients, I'm going to provide this information with you. We're going to have to put this up, Shaki.
Yes,
right? And to book online consultation with any of our senior consultants, you can call 1-868-373-2388. So again, that is 1-868-373-2388. Okay? So, as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Do join us on our upcoming program, which we will be having on Freedom 106.5 FM, and that program is going to be from 1:15 to 1:45. So you can look out for that. We'll be live on all our social media platforms. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. And on YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. So those of you, you could share, follow, and on that particular program, I haven't decided what I'm going to speak about, but, of course, it's going to be interesting. And of course, we're going to be getting a lot of questions on that program. So, of course, someone would ask a question that maybe someone may need an answer to. And of course, they'll be able to get the necessary information. Okay, guys? So take care, God bless, and see those of you who would be able to rejoin us or get some additional persons who may have some challenges. Because the thing is, let me say this quickly in closing. A lot of persons are sick. A lot of persons frustrated in their sickness. They don't know what to do. And, you had odds ends going mad pulling out all your hair because you don't know how to help yourself. And believe me, Batson Associates could give you some assistance where that is concerned. So God bless, and do enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye.